Hello there and welcome along to the Rabobank Hockey World Cup semi-final between the Netherlands and Argentina. It's day 11 of the tournament, women's semi-finals day. What about that for an atmosphere? Incredible view beamed to you live from The Hague in the Netherlands. Still plenty of crowd outside in the Hockey Plaza, and there are the two sides. Argentina away to the left-hand side. Luciana Aymar will play, despite having that hamstring problem. And we also saw alongside her Marcia Palman. Some support in for Argentina, and as you can imagine, stacks of support for the host nation, the Netherlands. Stocky, the official mascot, and the cheerleaders being given a warm reception there as well. Their job done. Next up, it's the turn of the players. So how often have we seen this clash in semi-finals and finals in recent years? Take your seats. It's going to be another cracker. Here we go then. Welcome along to semi-final number 2 of the day. Australia already booking their place in the finals, having beaten the United States of America. It went to a shootout, and this one's going to go all the way as well. It's the Netherlands, the host nation, the Olympic gold medalists, and ranked number 1 in the world currently, against the second-ranked Argentina side that are the defending champions from 2010 when we were in Rosario. Who will win this battle of these two hockey giants?
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthems of both Argentina and the Netherlands, played by trumpeter Peter van Dinter.
Right then, business time. Netherlands versus Argentina, semi-final number 2 on day 11 of the Rabobank Hockey World Cup 2014. Luciana Aymar leads her side round to greet the Dutch. Kim Lammers there at the back of the line for the team in orange. The crowd will certainly play their part here. 4 years ago, we were in Rosario. Argentina winning it on that occasion. Can the crowd help the likes of Sombroek, Dirks, Bos, Van den Heuvel, Jonker, Palman the captain, Van As, Hoog, De Goede, Drost and Geffen across the line. Max Kouders, the head coach of the Netherlands, just hooking up to his comms. Born in Argentina, remember Max Kouders, but no love lost here. There are Argentina away to our right-hand side. Well, you can hardly hear yourself think. Amazing shots being beamed in via Spider Cam as well, which has been brought in for the semi-final stages. Let me tell you, some pretty epic shots from that. Here's how Argentina line up. Suchi, Rossi, Luchetti. Aymar, the captain, is fit and plays. Rebecki, Habib, Sanchez Mokia, Soroga, Scarone, Delia, and Noel Barrenuevo. Carlos Retegui, who's taken charge of both the men's and the women's side. Both sides through to the semi-finals. Let's get this one underway. It's Argentina to push back. It is semi-final number 2 of the day, as both sides look to book their place in Saturday's final against Australia. Australia coming out victorious against the United States of America. The surprise package in the semi-final stages took it all the way to a shootout as Argentina start to press high. Van Geffen on this near touchline wins a free hit. Well, hopefully we'll be able to hear him. Sat next to me here, I can just about hear myself. Simon Mason, Great Britain and England goalkeeper, joins us in the commentary box for this one. Hi, Simon.
Aidan, Mike, and what a game this is going to be. There's some fantastic, tantalising matchups. What's going to happen between the two goalkeepers, for example, Sombroek versus Suchi. Sombroek probably has more experience, playing better this tournament. The two corner strikers, Palman versus Barrenuevo. She's been hitting rather than flicking. And can the Netherlands backline cope with the pace of Luchetti, Juarez and Sanchez as they romp through the midfield in some of the other games? But the Netherlands have certainly got pace their own with someone like a Roos Drost, electric up front.
No touch.
You mentioned the goalkeepers in there. Netherlands have conceded just 1 goal. That was in their first game of the tournament, that 6-1 victory against Japan. And they come through the midfield here. A chance to open the scoring early on for Jonker. She couldn't get a stick around it and couldn't get a shot off on target.
Well, it is Roos Drost who bursts through the midfield. She looks up, she can see Jonker, little touch forward, knowing her teammates there. Jonker can't get enough right hand around that ball to direct it under the goalkeeper.
First chance going the Netherlands' way, still 0-0. Again, they attack down this left-hand flank, and just listen, the crowd behind them every single step of the way. Caroline Dirks van der Heuvel eventually has it pinched off her by Delfina Marino over there. There is Dirks van den Heuvel. And Lisa Roach, one of our umpires from today. She's the Australian alongside of the Russian, Elena Eskina. Barrenuevo goes to air. Rebecki just losing control and Palman winning that battle between the two. There is going to be so many tussles out there, so many individual battles that these players are going to have to endure during the next 70 minutes. Cut in field from Hague. Look at a change of pace here from the Dutch number 19 into the D. The cross comes in. The deflection again from Jonker. A little flick into the keeper's pads as Suchi went to ground. Restart from the sideline and Argentina back. All 11 players inside the 23-metre zone. This is Aymar, who's got that right calf, that right hamstring, everything secured. You can see it there. She's had problems in the tournament, hasn't played the last couple of games, but plays the semi-finals. A key player if Argentina are going to defend their World Championship. Van den Heuvel again on the swivel, the shot comes across. Final touch from Ellen Hague.
A fantastic instinctive shot as the ball gets looped into the circle. This is her accelerating run earlier on. Interesting, Suchi goes to ground. It wasn't a clean connection across the face of goal. Suchi deciding she couldn't kick clear. There was too much interference in front of her from Jonker, making a barrage, deflecting away harmlessly.
Naomi Van Ass, 2 goals in the tournament so far, forward to Eva de Goede, and a free hit just outside.
Yep. 5-5, step back.
It'll be Van Ass to take it. All the Argentina players have to be back 5 metres, so on the head of the circle. Van Ass launches forward, and some stick contact in there. I wasn't sure the ball actually travelled 5 metres before it went in the circle, actually.
I think that's what the Argentinian appeal was for. In the end, it looked like it was given for a foot. I didn't see it myself from up here, but Lisa Roach signalling, lifting a foot up, going, yeah, I've got control of that. And it's going to need some early, strong blows.
Jonker skips the tackle, one-on-one at the back to open the scoring. Kelly Jonker can't seal the deal. 3 goals in the tournament so far, couldn't claim her 4th. That, by far and away, the best chance. The ball just getting away from her as she broke one-on-one against the keeper. Inside the first 5 minutes, Netherlands 0, Argentina 0. Netherlands with 2 very good chances to open the scoring here. First touch ball down the left-hand flank from Palman Zagudi. Thump forward and finds the target, which is Velton. Has the run off the shoulder, body squeezed under, and Marloes Kietels not able to get the shot off. Interception was good.
It's that interception in the first instance, and the Dutch are just away. Jonker getting through. It's not conventional from Suki, who kind of goes Superman at Jonker's feet. Sweeps the ball back into a really long reach extension. She actually misses it in the end. It's the back of her glove that puts it onto Jonker's back stick. There's no contact though, no suggestion of a corner.
Here's Hague again, who's looking strong down the left-hand flank. Opts to come out this time through Palman in the midfield. Van Ass over here on the right-hand flank. Velton ahead of her. Skips that tackle. Changes a gear along the baseline now, looking for the first penalty corner of the game. Play on, says the umpire. Barrenuevo watches that one across the baseline, and it'll be a free hit for Argentina.
Good positioning from umpire Roach, right on top of that, coping with the pace of the Netherlands attack, getting herself in the right place to be able to make a spot-on decision.
Again, Van Ass intercepts. This is Velton. One-on-one against Barrenuevo. Skins her. Into the circle now. Ball comes across, but only as far as Delia. This is Rebecki. That's up off Kim Lammers' foot.
Well, this very high Netherlands press is really causing problems for Argentina getting out. Every time there's a 50-50 down the flanks, it's being stolen from them. No wonder they've gone to the air, because they just need to get a little bit of territory.
Jackie Schoenacker with the final touch, taking it off for a sideline ball. Here's Amar. We haven't seen her do anything magical yet. The magician comes forward, throws it off to her right-hand flank. And, well, 2 very strong tackles in there. The first of those came from Marloes Kietels. Palmer now tagged back into her own corner. Sanchez Mokia putting pressure on. Breaks free. Now the pitch opens up. Sander Vaart ahead of her, as is Kim Lammers, who's going to pick up this one. De Vaart in the midfield. There's that crossfield ball looking for Velton.
Oh, what an attempt. She'd seen the supporting run out to this near side, Mike. Knew what the pass needed to be. Lammers with her head up, time to pick. The Argentinian defenders just managing to get in the way.
Yeah, it was Mariana Rossi that managed to get in the final touch. But what about that of a bit of a skill for Marcia Palman? 2 little bounce tackles, skips them both, then gets her eyes up for the long pass. 3 bits of magic.
The third bit was probably the most impressive. The first 2 were under control. Yes, taking the ball to the air with a 3D skill. But in the end, to be able to read where the line of defence was going to come from, where the flat stick tackle was, and then just skipping it with ease.
Argentina getting a foot there, so there'll be a free hit just outside the 23. This can come straight into the circle. It's going to be out of reach. Sideline ball. Lucetti's just spraying that one around a bit. There's Carlos Retegui, the Argentina, well, former player, now coach. But not just coaching the women's side, but the men's side as well. He coached them to victory in 2010. Can he do it again here in 2014? It's been a heck of a ride so far.
I'll be interested to see what sort of tactics he employs after this first sort of 10-minute interchange, because the Netherlands have been dominant when they've got the ball going forwards, but at the same time Argentina have had several good opportunities having stolen it. You could well see them throwing possession away to the far end of the field.
Velton. Ketels again into the D, and off the back foot the shot. Zandervaart's going to make space for herself. On the reverse, takes the shot and scores! The young Dutchman. What a strike from her. Super strike. Zandervaart, the Netherlands number 3, gives the Dutch the lead. It's Netherlands 1, Argentina 0. She has thumped that.
Absolutely. She knows as soon as the ball comes in to Zandervaart, she knows if she drives forehand, the defender has to step reverse stick, peel back in, space to swing. Absolutely thumped it. Front edge, there's the change of pace she knew what she was going to do. Right in the corner, nothing Suchi could do. Legs just not long enough. Very clever creation of space, chops through the ball, dominant right hand, real power.
And just knows instinctively where the goal is. What about that for a slow motion celebration? Hair all over the shop. Ecstasy on the face. Zandervaart opening the scoring on 10 minutes. That's what it's all about. What an entrance she's had into the top flight game of hockey in the last year or so. Here she is again, showing great maturity out there, keeping a cool head as well when it mattered. 10 minutes gone, Netherlands lead.
Well, Argentina then are having to commit 2 defenders to the ball carrier pretty much every time, and it's leaving space down the flanks for support running.
Oh, a lovely dart in field from Colleen van den Heuvel. That deflected effort will be a long corner. Kim Lammers was the target inside the circle. Van den Heuvel with the restart. A little jab tackle away from a by Rossi. Sideline ball again. This is Velton. Looking to take that quick self-pass and catch Argentina on the back foot.
Yeah, for those people who are wondering, defender standing in the line of that, Velton went into the feet of the defender. The defender hadn't really made an effort to get out of the way, particularly. Clattering tackle there, sorry, Mike.
Yeah, Rabaki just scrapping for it down there, came clattering in to Margot van Geffen. That's why she conceded the foul. Vergoeden now. Route 1 ball again, takes a deflection, this time from Amar, and it's a bobbly one to contend with. Luchetti.
Look at the Netherlands swarm around the ball, 2-3 players, and if they were able to get it back, they've then got that support player infield offering. So Velton again was just infield. If there'd been a little nick on that touchline, 5-yard lateral pass would have changed all of the attacking lines.
Sanchez, Mokia, Scaroni and Habib waiting to come on for Argentina. Jonker, Palman, Drost and Frederick Dirks also waiting to come on. Nemu Van As and Ellen Hague also joining on the sideline. So both sets of players and both teams rotating frantically in this early exchange. They're giving it their all, trying to take command of this game. It's the Dutch that lead at the moment on home soil.
Well, look at the space that Jonker had for that long pass. Argentina very much trying to front mark, play more of a zonal defense across the back line.
Rebecca, and we also saw Luciana Amar down there as well. Remember, she is struggling from that hamstring. Doesn't look 100% when she's playing out there, as we look on at Max Caldis giving instructions that will then be passed onto the pitch. Luchetti on the spin, cross halfway now. Just floats one in behind for Cavallero. Interception from Palman. There she is again, what a warrior.
And that Amar question about whether she should play or whether she wouldn't is something that was raised in a discussion we had earlier on today in terms of when De Nooijer played in one of the major tournaments with a calf injury, and he wasn't at 100%, but it's the psychological effect that players like him and like Amar out there tonight have. They draw defenders to them, and even if they're not at 100%, that will create space for other people. So if there's you set up a tactic effectively to play the ball in and out of that player immediately, quite often you then create other lanes you can drive down.
Well, we saw her taking her place on the halfway line. She is going to come back on. In the meantime, the Dutch come down the right-hand flank. Again, it's Van As that penetrates the circle, pulls the pass back. And it's Loose again, who's going to pick it up. Eva de Goede thinks about going on the reverse stick. And the Dutch are going to ask for a video referral here, each side entitled to a video referral. In fact, we don't need one because the two umpires conferring, Roach and Esquina, and coming to the conclusion that there was, I presume, a foot inside the D for this penalty corner.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the scramble in the circle, and with the noise down there, it's no wonder the umpires can't hear each other immediately. Naomi Van As driving in, pulls it across, gets a touch all of a sudden from Rodriguez that just deflects it away, and in the end it's just the toe before it gets to the edge of the circle for the Netherlands pickup.
There's a look at the head of the Dutch circle. Eva de Goede is there, Marcia Pauwman alongside her, both capable of taking it. Marcia Pauwman with 5 in the tournament already, looks to make it 6. The save comes from Suchi, back into her own defender. It'll be another penalty corner.
Well, there's your sighter from Pauwman. She goes down the middle pretty much. Goalkeeper getting her legs down, creating a barrier, blocking it up. Wasn't the best of flicks from Pauwman.
Let's see if she can generate a bit more power behind this one. De Goede alongside her as well. It is Pauwman again that takes the flick and keeps it low and beats the keeper this time. And Marcia Pauwman has added a second for the Netherlands. A 2-0 lead here against the defending champions.
But that's gone in off a defender. That took a touch on the way through. It's either one of the best attacking touches you'll see on a move, because the ball was a good 18 inches off the floor. But I think it gets a defensive touch on the way in. It's out, stop dead. It gets a touch straight off the post person. They've played across it to their left foot. Criminal in terms of a defensive unit. Defender just needs to get out the way. Lucetti in the end undoing her goalkeeper. A super slow-mo, long drag. Putting everything into it, Pauwman.
And getting the reward in the form of a goal. Her 6th goal of the tournament. There's a cross-field ball as well. You join it with Naomi Van As now coming back down the right-hand flank. Argentina only enjoying a brief spell of possession there. They're a bit all over the place here. Barrenuevo infield to Cavallero. De Goede. There's confirmation of Pauwman's goal on 16 minutes. Came from that penalty corner. That after Zandervaart put the Dutch ahead on 10 minutes. Well, this would have rocked Argentina's confidence. It's a great start, the ideal start for the Dutch.
It is indeed, and they're playing really well in little units. Yes, they've got some fantastic acceleration into space.
Has been shown there by Ders van den Heuvel off the back foot. Another defensive touch from Lucetti. Keeps it away from the goalkeeper. But that fell to Dross that time, the shot.
As it comes in, it was that acceleration. It falls to Dross. She goes back foot to try and squeeze. Doesn't get a great contact. Chetty in the end swinging at it. I felt she might have put that up dangerously. The umpire Roach deciding that actually was stick contact. We see the flick again, straight down the left foot of Lucetti, who plays at it. Toe of stick, lifts it beyond her goalie.
Hague, in the meantime, has her stick held, so it'll be a free hit outside the circle. Schönacker. De Goede. Looking for that ball through to Van As, gets the rebound, falls kindly for her. What sort of response have Argentina got here then? This is Barrenuevo. Infield, that diagonal ball to Rebecki. Gets tangled up. Rebecki looking for the foul. And good work from her to scrap for it back. Luchetti. It was Lammers who was trying to get out of the way.
Well, Lammers was trying to get out of the way, and that's what her signal is on the TV screen. The player with the ball can't deliberately drive at the defender and try to manufacture a foul.
There's that route one ball into the circle. It's going to fall, and it's going to be a free hit.
Sorry.
Yeah, Kim Lammers there looking like one of those puppets from Team America with the super secret sign. They'll get a
Where the foot is.
free hit outside
No.
the 23.
Inside. Where the ball.
Well, no, the umpire wants it taken from the inside.
Yep.
Habib over the ball. Now Barrienuevo's deflection. It came up off Rebecca, the final touch. It's gone wide of the goal, though.
It's a clever little ball in. It's fed back to give the requisite 5 yards, and then it's just flicked into the circle. There's enough height on it to make it really difficult from Barrienuevo.
Wasn't a million miles away. Van Ass just unable to keep that one in play. It'll be a sideline ball which Barrienuevo will take. Keeps it low and hard this time. Finds Luchetti, the workhorse in the midfield. Delfina Marino. She'll go herself here. One-on-one at the back, gets the shot off, and sadly not enough power behind it to test Sombrook, but a good individual run.
But that's the difference, is that for Argentina it is individual. We see that Marino goes, great skill, lovely movement of the ball right to left, super balanced to do so, but then losing her footing.
Ball was just behind Lidovi Velton there. Habib forward to Luchetti. Marino was screaming for it on the halfway line.
When they've had the greatest success, Argentina, it has been about linking the players together. It's about how a Habib picks the ball up and drives forward, finds a Sanchez posting up, who then turns and accelerates. It's not been about their just pure own individual brilliance. And the Netherlands at the moment, whilst they've got those fantastic players, the drive from Naomi Van As just a moment ago was in a position in the circle where she was then looking for support, she was looking for teammates.
Well, the entire Argentina bench up off their feet, literally nail-biting stuff. Marcia Palmer just almost losing possession there, just took her eye off the ball for a moment. Schoenacker gains some composure. Again, route one ball. Devard was the target. Oh, sloppy from Argentina at the back. Allows Lidovi Velton in. Lammers now to make it 3. Squeezes it by the final defender. And the Netherlands lead here by 3 goals to 0. It's Kim Lammers this time with her 3rd World Cup goal in 2014. It all came from that interception at the head of the D. And the Dutch running riot. Here's their 3rd.
They're running right, and indeed, and they're stepping out to every ball. Lammers picks it, goes around the goalkeeper, gets a lucky bounce. Delia probably should have put a body in the way of it. Lammers knew what she was doing. Suchi actually got enough of a touch, but Lammers' eye on the ball. Super second phase finish.
Fist into the air from Max Caldas. 3-0 up here against Argentina. Is that job done? 22 minutes in.
I just think he's gonna. You want to say no, but they're so dominant. But what Max will want to do is create, knowing him as a competitor, he'll just want to create an absolute momentum shift in this to stamp the Dutch mark on this tournament.
They're certainly doing that on the field this evening. I've got to say, I thought it would be slightly closer than this, but it's all been one-way traffic at the moment. Chance to make it 4. Durst van der Heuvel banks back off the keeper and hits her on the foot.
It's okay. Just be patient.
But you have to suggest, because we see that ball come in. There's a lucky touch from Lammers as it goes in there. In the end, goalkeeper Suchi just getting a big right stick out, creating the touch on the foot and the offence.
Here's Rebecca going toe-to-toe with Van Geffen.
B5.
Habib with the restart. Delfina Marino. A little help on touch there. Great save from Sombrook on the goal line. Rebecki with the deflection. Sombrook at her very best to react to this one. Best chance of the half for Argentina.
Sombrook superbly balanced, read it all the way.
I've got it.
As the ball comes in across, she's seen the flat stick out stretched in front of her. Super balanced, body weight slightly back, but what an extension. She's already got her foot planted. Long hurdle position. Driven off the left foot, saved with the right.
Carla Rebecki, already 3 goals in the tournament, looking to add a 4th. Just a friendly reminder as well that Argentina aren't dead and buried as yet. Kim Lammers can do something about it here with the 4th. Just tries to chip away past Delia and can't get the shot off. Comes back through the midfield with Argentina and Luchetti. But another glorious day out there. You see the sweat pouring off the players, giving it 100%. Here is Luchetti as well, just floats that ball forward. This is Rebecki looking to play in the 1-2 with Soroga. Well picked in the end by the Dutch defence. Soroga again. This time it's De Huda that fouls her outside the circle though.
Yeah, De Huga leaving a stick into that challenge, just a stick obstructing. Free is inside though, so the ball isn't going to be able to go directly in.
Inside. Yeah, okay, fine. That's what she said, inside.
Interception from Velton. Lammers plays the 1-2 with Velton. What's she got ahead of her? Lammers is trying to stay with her, but Velton with loads of gas down that left-hand flank again. Just ran out of steam on the Argentina 23.
Well, how quick is that? If Velton with the ball on the end of her stick can outpace Lammers, who is not slow. She drove down there. Had no idea there was nobody anywhere near her to pass to. Quite happy to go 1v4.
That was Amar's ball through. Here's another little look at the collision with Eva De Huda up the other end.
Yeah. Oh, we've got...
Well, thank goodness for cycling shorts. What about that for a view? Capacity stadium, 15,000 people here enjoying this semi-final and really enjoying it as well because they're shouting for the Dutch. Our first green card of the game as well. It's gone the Netherlands' way and it's for Ellen Hague. I didn't see what for, sadly, but green card, 2 minutes in the sin bin. Might be able to get some indication as to what that's for.
Another interception, though. The Dutch are intercepting all the Argentinian passes, and they scream forwards. Rose Drost, great forward lead.
With De Huda in possession. Drost just ahead of her now. Trying to keep it inside the circle. Barrenuevo gets her body in front of it and denies Drost the chance. There's Ellen Hague. Green card for her means the Dutch are down to 10 players. Doesn't matter, they're still coming forward. Van der Heuvel and Palman now. Boss tried to play that ball forward, was helped on, but Argentina eventually come away with it. Marino. Amar ahead of her. Fancies going herself here. Amar just gets it back under control. Across the 23 now, back to Marino. Rebecki in the midfield. Oh dear. Goes to ground. Frederik Dirks coming away with it for Netherlands. Naomi van As now to Drost. Dirks van den Heuvel. Sideline ball.
Now, Marino in the end just trying to get past the ball and losing it completely. Tripped over by the white line on the end of the pitch. But it was fantastic control from Amar in the first place. She picked it up after Marino dropped it behind her. And the understanding between these players, as one of your teammates gets it, you see a space, you lead, you communicate, you signal with a hand, and it becomes this flowing movement that at the moment, the Dutch are giving us a masterclass in the interchange. The Argentinians have still got danger, they've still got threat, they've still got talent, if they can just link some basics together.
And putting enough pressure on the Olympic champions turnover of possession. Argentina now look to get one back. They trail by 3-0 here. Ball comes in cross-field, but taken at knee height by Marcia Palman. Now Jonker. Drost again, and Hague ahead of her. Hague back on after a 2-minute green card suspension. Jonker, ball just gets away from her. She can add a goal already this evening. Zandervaart getting the opener on 10 minutes before Marcia Palman converted the Netherlands' second penalty corner on 16. Kim Lammers adding a third on 22 minutes. Amar with the restart. Into the hand of Rose Drost. Route 1 ball again is cut out by Palman, who is holding strong in the heart of that Dutch defence. Really getting herself between the ball and the goal every single time.
Yeah, it's just the simplicity of that defending. If you can keep one of your defenders free all the time, so even if the opponent throws 3 players up in attack, keep somebody free, pull a half-back in away from danger. It's so much easier to police that direct line to goal.
Luchetti on the swivel. Hague and Boss around a free hit for Argentina. Self-pass from Delia. Boss at the head of the D. Up and away from Jonker. Came up off an Argentina stick though, so that adjudged to be dangerous, and the Netherlands have the free hit.
Well, aside from that single floated ball from Amar out to Marino around that left-hand side, the Argentinians haven't shown the pace that they've shown in previous games. They haven't got out to the flanks. They haven't got the likes of Sanchez and Juarez to accelerate around the outside of the Netherlands' defence. And I think it's because that they're being able to keep someone like a Palman free. So as they go wide, you can then slide that free player out to block those spaces more effectively.
Argentina, who have played 5 games in the tournament so far before now in the pool, winning 3 of those and drawing 2 of them. 12 goals for and 5 against. No goals on the board this evening. Ideally, they'd want to pinch one here just to go in at half-time with their heads up. Will certainly keep the game alive in the second half as well. No reason why they can't come out and score 4. 3 would do it to take it to a shootout. Drost. Oh, gets brought down. Not sure there was too deliberate. Just seemed like the trailing stick got caught there from Scaroni with Drost.
Yeah, I agree with you completely, Mike. What Drost had done is move the ball left to right, and actually done it so quickly the defender's stick was still in her running line. So she's then accelerated. It's just caught the bottom of her shoe.
Talking of acceleration, Naomi van Assel look to do that now. Into the circle. Jonker breaks free and does get into the circle along the baseline now, gets a head up. The ball comes back. Rose Drost looking to tuck it under her body. It's going to fall off the back foot from Ketels, who shoots wide of the mark. Again, it's the youngsters doing the damage out there after Jonker got around the back. What a bit of skill.
Great run, good pullback. Drost realising where the ball is. Look at this for an upright. It's a hack at it, but then too much. Ketels has tried to hit that too hard. The body weight's in her heel. She's falling away from the ball. Topped it and pulled it past that near post.
3 minutes remaining in the first half. 3 goals on the board for the Netherlands. The best of starts in this semi-final. Australia, we know, already in the finals on Saturday.
Palman knowing the outcomes weren't quite there. Or are we just going through Palman's facial expressions on our super slow-mo? I think we are. She looks delighted when she scores, frustrated when the things aren't going well in front of her.
All manner of cameras out there. Super slow-mo today for the semi-finals. We've got the spider cam, which is the one floating around above the stadium. The ultra slow motion cameras. Even the steady cam. They're throwing the works at it here in the Netherlands. Amar in midfield for Argentina. Remember, Argentina, the defending champions. Last time the two sides met was at the 2013 Hockey World League finals. That was round 4. Final score there was 2-2 in the semi-final. And the Netherlands winning on a shootout. If that's to happen, well, Argentina need to get 3 more goals in this game. They haven't found a way past Joyce Sombrook yet. Carla Rebecki getting close in the first half with a deflected effort for Argentina. But nothing to trouble Sombrook in the first half.
And it feels like so far the difference between the two teams is pretty simple. It's proactive versus reactive. The Argentinians just simply having to work, see what the Netherlands are doing in front of them, and then try to combat it. Whereas the Dutch are able to step forward, create shapes. There's some lovely little glanced passes, and as soon as they get the ball, they know exactly what they want to do with it next. It's giving them a metre, if not 2 metres more space around this pitch.
Crowd just sensing that we're getting close to half-time and just getting behind their team for the final minutes play. Far side, as they have all week, been basking in the sunshine in these late evening games. We've been so lucky and fortunate with the weather. Glorious sunshine on all but 2 days. Velton. I think that's Rodriguez that went to ground, and then it was easy pickings for Velton.
I thought, well, Rodriguez slightly hard done by it. Just felt a little bit like as Velton turned, peeled and protected the ball, she backed in just slightly, creating a potential obstruction.
Delfina Marino, their closest to our picture, licking her lips, desperate to get back out there. She won't have a chance in the first half, but they'll be back to do it all again in the second half. With 35 minutes remaining, as things stand at the moment, the Netherlands would go through to face Australia in Saturday's final. Half-time then. And at half-time, Marcia Palman's team lead by 3-0. Fans of Marcia Palman there, a name in big white letters with the crowd over on the far side of the pitch. A goal for her too in the first half. Kim Lammers as well scoring, but it was Zander Vaart that got us underway after 10 minutes. That first 15 minutes was really rampant from the Dutch side, and the Netherlands a deserved lead at half-time. There is the youngster, Zander Vaart. She'll be back for the second half, as we hope will you. Super pictures coming to you from The Hague. Half-time score, Netherlands 3, Argentina 0. to go, and the Dutch certainly can't take their foot off the accelerator. Just look at the dominance there, though, with 12 shots on target to Argentina's 3, 15 circle penetrations in their favour to Argentina's 2, and dominating the possession as well, having converted one of their 2 penalty corners. Plenty of ways for you to get in touch and keep up to speed with all the action at FIH_hockey. If you're into your Twitter, don't forget to hashtag your tweets, and behind-the-scenes photographs and videos on facebook.com/FIHockey. Take a few of your own, get them posted up there. The crowd awash with orange this evening for this second semi-final. We already know that Australia will meet the winners of this game in Saturday's final. Eva de Kuda there, just heading out for the second half. Her teammates by her side. Just about 2.5 minutes to go until the second half gets underway. Simon Mason, former Great Britain goalkeeper, sat beside me here. One-way traffic, we described it to ourselves up here in the commentary box, Mace.
We did, and it's been dominant from the Netherlands, but what's most concerning for me watching Argentina is that they're losing 50-50 and even 60-40 possession in their own favour. Every single ball that's going out into the mid part of the pitch is getting chased down and being won back by an orange shirt, meaning that there's just continual and relentless pressure on that Argentinian defensive line.
Well, the Dutch already out. No sign of Argentina yet. If you've never seen a slow-motion wave, Mexican wave, then that's what it looks like. The announcer in here just getting everyone to stand up as slow as possible. The music coming down a notch. And the Dutch in the centre of the park gather around Joyce Sombroek there, who has kept another clean sheet so far, just the 1 goal conceded in the tournament so far for the Netherlands. No sign of Argentina. Here they come now, coming out from their team talk. Had a moment earlier in the week where Belgium almost missed the start of the second half. We can head down pitch side where Charlie Broom's got the Netherlands coach, Max Caldas.
Max, a great first half from your side.
Yeah, it's a good first half. It's not enough. It can't be enough. We need to actually just try to get better.
You've dominated games before, but haven't scored the goals. You've got 3 goals this time, so a real chance to kick on here.
I think it's a good chance. Still, the last 10 minutes from the first half, we got very sloppy in our traps and our passing. I think there was no purpose in what we did. We just went running with the ball, and I think we need just to go back to having some purpose in what we do.
Max, as always, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Marcia Pullman on the score sheet in the first half. Luciana Aymar was out there for the first half. Remember, carrying that hamstring injury. Eva de Kuda waits by in the centre of the park. Let's get back to business. The Dutch 3-0 up here at half-time. Kim Lammers gets the Netherlands going, playing from right to left on your screen in the all-orange. They lead here 3-0 as things stand against the defending champions from 2010, Argentina. Argentina with it all to do in this second half. And we heard in Max Caldas' half-time interview that he wasn't overly happy with the finish to the second half. Some of the passes a little bit sloppy, so will we see the Dutch get back to basics? Simon Mason alongside me here in the commentary box. Your assessment of the first half, Simon?
I can't disagree with Max at all. The Netherlands was so dominant right from the outset. Argentina didn't know how to cope. But as the half wore on, the Dutch were able just to take their foot off the gas a little bit. They were able to feel that they weren't under so much pressure, particularly around their back line, which does lead to a little bit of sloppiness. It does lead to 1-2-3% of missed traps. And if they're going to impose themselves on this half and dominate the same way, they need to do it right from the outset.
They managed to get out of that squeeze fairly easily. That ball into Marcia Pullman, now Drost, who's got to turn a pace on her. We saw that in the first half. Just floats this one into Carleen Durst van der Heuvel, and Lammers with the final shot. Couldn't tuck it underneath Suchi, who was at full stretch again to deny the Dutchie. Amar. This is Marino. Tracked back patiently by Frederik Dirks. Oh dear, scuff pass from Luchetti, hands possession back to Van Aast. This is Palman again, looking to go left. No one there. Into that left foot of Amar.
That's a good understanding from Palman. She knows she's clattered the ball into Amar and just paused to make sure she's okay.
Rebecki breaking from the midfield for Argentina. Here is Amar on the swivel, on the turn. Not a 100% fitness. Marino, penalty corner. Just the start Argentina would have wanted in this second half. A chance to get a goal back.
Yeah, the most simple of turn from Marino. She tucked it back off a reverse stick. Gone to drive in on the forehand. It creates the easiest opportunity of Freddie Dirks. It'll be interesting to see here whether Barrenueva goes for the straight hit. You would assume that she'd be fearful of the quality of Joyce Sombrooks.
Yeah, Barrenuevo at the head of the D. Delia there alongside her as well. Who's going to take this one? It is Delia that takes the hit, but the #1 runner, Boss, got to it. It's bounced back off her for a follow-up penalty corner. Came up off Willemijn Boss, her foot there just at the very last minute.
There's the touch and the hit out to the top. Quick change of routine. Barrenuevo touch, smash, but it takes it an extra metre towards Boss, who's already so quick. We see in the ultra slow-mo right on top of it.
Another strike, Barrenuevo with a flick this time. Amar with the chance, off the back foot, comes across the face of D. The whistle had gone for the dangerous ball across the face of D. Now a chance to counter-attack. Long ball from Van Aast to Drost. She's got Zandervaart alongside her. Kim Lammers on the far post. Drost going herself. Just tucks it under to the young 18-year-old who got things going here on 10 minutes. Can she add a second? It's loose for Lammers. And it goes wide of the post. That was a good chance.
It's better than a good chance. The speed of the counter-attack. Amar's ball across the circle, got all the way out, and then suddenly the Dutch are at the other end. They're down the baseline. Suchi just gets enough of a touch. It's gone past the near post. Nobody quite knows how.
Well, from that angle, that's criminal. Should be putting those ones in. Rebecki now trying to find a way through. Marino again, who got that penalty corner moments ago. She'll be a go-to character in this Argentina side if they're to bounce back from this one. 3-0 they trail. Here is Marino. More like it from Argentina. Scrapping for every ball now. Amar in there. Uses her skill and experience, but it's Dirks that gets a strong reverse stick on it. Now Boss. Up off Durstrand and Hervel's stick.
And suddenly there's just a little bit more energy, a little bit more belief. And they're chasing the ball. When they're hunting the ball down, Argentina get that a little bit more flair.
And let's see how the Netherlands cope with this extra bit of pressure. Amar with the restart. And there was a foot there from Marino. That's what the umpire's blown up for. Netherlands will have possession back.
You see this ball back down the baseline. Lammers actually jabs at this. It hits the end of her stick as she's trying to play it back across. And in the end, how Zandervaart doesn't score, we'll never know. Amar swinging twice and then across the face of goal. That's why the decision was given to the dangerous height.
I can see so much movement there, can't you, from that new aerial shot that we're bringing you for the very first time, courtesy of Spidercam here in The Hague. And the dynamic moves that the players are making, changing angles as the Dutch look to make it 4. It was Jonker that goes to ground. Was it De Waard again?
Jonker's coming. Jonker's coming to go around Suchi. Suchi just got enough of a touch. Baseline attack again. Jonker's gone round. She's caught her feet and the ball's gone away from her. A little unlucky not to get some kind of decision out of that, I think.
Step out, step out. Just take it back there, guys. outside. Outside, I told you twice.
Certainly did.
In no uncertain terms.
Luchetti then back to Aymar inside the circle, now looking for a penalty corner. It's taken out for a long corner by De Guda.
Now the issue with that hamstring for Aymar is, yes, straight line speed is an issue, but it's the turning speed. It's the ability to go from one to the other. She dinks so well off left foot to right foot. If she can't do that or feels that it's just starting to re-tear, it impede her massively.
No high forwards for the Netherlands at the moment. Compressed back into their own defensive quarter. Ball comes up off Schoenacker, and Velten will have to leave it and retreat the 5 metres. Barrenuevo over the ball. Crossfield and finds Scarone. This is Habib. Hague with the interception. De Guda now.
Great, strong carry in position from De Guda. She came across the middle of the pitch, taking the ball outside her right shoulder, denying the tackle.
Aymar's going to have a chance here if she pulls right. Can she get the shot off? Looking to make the corner. Thinks about the reverse stick shot, and then just too slow in taking the forehand. Marcia Palman, enough time to get back into position and get the ball back for the Netherlands.
Step out, kick coming. Good. Play. Nothing there.
Well, for me, Aymar there had a really good shooting opportunity. She just seems to be lacking the confidence at the moment. Thought about taking it reverse stick, and there's a few of the Argentina men who'll be making, they're in the back of your picture, be making their first appearance in a semi-final.
Yeah, it might be a fractional lack of confidence, but in that particular moment, I felt that the ball just didn't sit for her. She went to backhand, but in going to backhand, she didn't have the space to get low, and I think that's a factor of her hamstring. If it is really tight, she can't bend the knees quite as quickly, get the hands down to the turf. Went to forehand, by which time Palman recovered.
Oh yeah, Argentina with 2 teams through to the semi-finals, the men's and the women's side, as Argentina now intercept. Rebecki makes the lead run. Luchetti just playing it forward to Marino. Habib with the little swivel pass that plays in Sanchez Mocchia. Ball ahead to Rebecki. She's got the turn of pace to get around Margot van Geffen, but van Geffen strong on the reverse stick pick. Long corner. Easy pickings for Van Ass. Just shielding the ball. Final touch too coming from Rebecki. Job done.
Well, clever from Van Ass in the end, but you felt that she just needed a little bit more support from Van Geffen. She turned her feet round to strong side, she would have been able to just drop the ball away, and then a straightforward pass up the line.
Carlos Retegui in charge of the men's and the women's side here, coaching both of them. He's seen them safely through to the semi-finals, which is quite some achievement. Max Caldes, well, just taking care of one team. Huge amount of work required.
Thank you.
From the coaching staff here that have got their teams to where they are in this World Cup. So much that we don't see behind the scenes, preparations that take place ahead of each game.
Yeah, and I think what will be interesting is what these coaches start to pick up from our camera positions. In the past, they've always used their own, and way up at the top of the right-hand stand behind Joyce Sommer's goal is the camera positions for the team where they film their own content that they then analyse. But if you look at what the Spider-Cam gave us a moment ago on that penalty corner defence, Mike, you could see all of the interchanges, all of the running lines, and that's a unique view that they've never had before.
It's gone out of play. Yeah, it'll be interesting, won't it? Can't wait to see those analysed over the next couple of days. Boss with the ball forward to De Guda. Again, the two just interchanging passes. This is Van Geffen, and Habib read the pass well, but couldn't quite get to it. Schoenacker now. Van Marsacker forward to Ketels. Dursk van den Heuvel. And then Hague with the restart. Just looking to shift the Argentina defence left and right. That ball's gone straight inside the D. Hadn't moved the 5 metres necessary. There's Marta Pullman. 6 goals in the tournament so far for her. Not quite as pacey this second half, is it, Simon? The first half really did kick to life, with the Netherlands going ahead on 10 minutes and then scoring on 16 and 22. And since then, it's sort of just dipped away in pace.
Yeah, it has been. I think it's because the Dutch press has become a little bit fragmented. They were hunting in 2s and 3s earlier on, and now it's just a single player stepping to the ball carrier. Consequently, they're not winning back as much of that 50-50, 60-40 possession that we spoke about.
Well, a goal for Argentina would certainly bring the game back to life and maybe rock the boat a little bit for the Netherlands. They have got a 3-3 record from the Champions Trophy in 2011. Finished 3-3 in the final then, and the Netherlands won in a shootout. But look at that, 18-9 circle penetrations in the Netherlands' favour, showing their dominance in this game.
Yeah, the issue being, however, is they had 15 in the first half, so they've only picked up 3. Consequently, it has slowed, and when it becomes a little bit easy for you, and it has been for them in the first half, it is really difficult to keep that energy level up. Max Caldas said he wasn't happy, and I'm not sure he'll be happy now. We saw the look on his face a moment ago that was a little frustrated, a little concerned. He'll want another 5%, and he'll be splitting this 20 minutes down into 5-minute blocks, I would assume, to then try and really impose themselves for short bursts of time.
Yes, he'll have one eye on the clock. 21 minutes and 35 seconds left to play out in this semi-final. Netherlands versus Argentina. There is the coach rallying his troops for this final push in this all-important semi-final.
One back. Thank you. Stay. Stay. Stay.
Netherlands really did come into this tournament as favourites. They've got so much strength and depth to the squad. Good mixture of young and old in there as well. Argentina just struggling a little these days. Certainly when it comes to these battles against the Netherlands, that's for sure. No doubt about their world ranking position. Second best team in the world, don't forget. But against the Netherlands, there does seem to be a divide now between the two.
Well, you just look at the depth of talent across the Netherlands squad. There isn't a position that you would suggest that there is a weakness, a real genuine weakness in it, and the Argentinian strengths have just started to wane a little bit.
Here comes Marta Pullman now. It was a bit predictable in the end, and Rossi gets her feet around it.
On the sideline.
Good interception from Argentina. They need to bounce back. They need to get this goal.
Well, they're not going to get it if Amar starts picking it up in her own 25. She's got all the skills in her locker completely. Obviously one of the world's best players for so long, but if she's forced back onto her own 25, that is not where her strengths lie.
Where do Argentina's strengths lie? We'll find out as Drost can't get through the sturdy defence. No goals leaked as yet for Argentina, and the crowd here don't like that decision. They felt that she was fouled. Who's going to step up to the plate then for Argentina? Could it be Albertario here on the ball?
Play on, play on. Play on, I've got it, play on.
Play being waved on down there by Lisa Roach, the umpire. Argentina trying to claw their way back into this game. The damage was all done in the first half.
Well done. Yes.
Hadn't gone 5 before it went into the circle.
Yeah, it wasn't carried forward under control, was it? It was a pass into the D. It got about 4 before it came in. But to answer your question about what Argentina need to do, they need to carry the ball up towards the halfway line, then transfer. They've got the speed in their little unit play, but that's only going to work if they've got space to run through. So if they can carry the ball under control to either left half or right half, transfer through centre half to the opposite inside forward, then you've got space to go at pace. It just needs to set up an off-ball side unit that they can accelerate through.
On the sideline, thank you. Back there, guys.
Ball was
Come off
played
the
into
foot.
Palman for the
Outside.
foot. So
Take it
Argentina
outside.
have the ball
Thank
just
you.
outside the D, which Habib will take into Aymar, the captain. Back out and round now through the heart of the Argentina defence. Now through route one, back to Aymar, who'd created a bit of space for there in the midfield. Now the reverse stick tucked back under, looking for Luchetti, but it was intercepted by Durst van den Heuvel. Drost comes away with it.
Durst van den Heuvel reading that brilliantly. It was a gorgeous reverse stick pass, ghosted into the heart of the Netherlands circle.
Sadly, no goals to bring you in the second half. Van der Vaart scoring on 10 minutes in the first before Marcia Palman added a penalty corner to make it 2-0 to the Netherlands. Kim Lammers adding a third for the Dutch on 22 minutes. Best chance probably for Argentina coming in that first half. Carla Rebecki deflection, which forced a good save from Joyce Sombroek in the Dutch goal. Here is Durst van den Heuvel now, throws one forward to Lammers, the scorer of that third goal. Crossfield ball comes in and tucked back under the body, and that should be four. How on
Played
earth
it
did
into their
they
own
keep that
defender.
out? Unreal. Well, 3 bites of the cherry by my account. Naomi Van As was there, Rose Drost was there, and Van der Vaart was there again, looking to tip this ball home from Kim Lammers.
It's a great hit in. It's a lovely touch in the first instance, then pull back from Jonker. Rose Drost then ends up in the way of Naomi Van As, who smashes it into her teammate. No thanks to that.
Nothing. Play on. Play on. Keep playing. Keep playing.
Habib showing off some of her skills down the right-hand flank. Need to get higher up the field here, Argentina.
Nothing there.
There is Drost. Seems fine after taking one there from her teammate, Naomi Van As. Ellen Hague now. Sliding tackle
Tackle's
back
good.
from Caballero was a clean one. Here is Hague again, strong in the tackle, but these individual battles being won all over the park, so crucial. Acres of room over on the left-hand flank for Argentina. This is Marino. Cuts in field now. Gets her eyes up. Luchetti away to her left-hand side. Looking for the deflection. Sombroek allows it to go into the back of the goal. Shot from outside the circle, so it won't count. She was looking for a deflection there from one of her teammates.
Yeah, good lateral run from Marino. She picked it up on that side. By the time she got to the middle of the pitch, he had a full Dutch defence in front of her.
We've got it. Keep it going.
Durst van den Heuvel again. Velton now. Chips it past the last defender, but the first touch was too heavy. Takes it across the baseline for a 16-yard hit. Luchetti, first touch comes up off her stick. Regathers it though, lovely bit of skill. Rebecki off her shoulder. Schoenacker back and grabs it back for the Netherlands. Ellen Hague. She's got Kim Lammers in the D. Velton in support as well if she can get a cross in. There's the reverse stick cross. It's blocked by Delia. Here's Van As. Hague now on the reverse stick. There was a foot there, I think. Yes, there was. Penalty corner. So it's the first of the second half for the Netherlands. Third of the game.
It's a bit of a hopeful ball in from Hague. I think it's Habib's foot in the end that it clatters into. No players really committed to getting out of the way or in the way. It was so hopeful.
Well, look at that for an armoury. Eva de Vuda and Marcia Palman side by side at the head of the D. Palman closest to us in the picture there, already scored this evening. Has scored the Netherlands' second goal, looking to add a second to her tally. Van As with the injection, comes out to the head of the D, stopped hell, and saved by Suchi as well. Off the back foot, the shot comes in from Belton, but goes wide. Marcia Palman on target, but Suchi standing tall, standing her ground, and keeping her side in it. Argentina come on the counter-attack, but not for long. Van As straight back up the other end with Hague in possession. Crossfield ball, great pace on that, great vision to play in Keitels. This is Belton. Thinks about going reverse stick, then tries to get the foot for the penalty corner. And Argentina come away with it. no support up front here.
As Rebecca drove forward, absolutely nothing. She's picked that up and had to drive out towards the touchline. And in the end, all that she can do is turn, recycle the ball back through her back four, back five. And suddenly there's an 11-player Dutch defence in front of Argentina that they're really struggling to break through.
There's just 13 minutes left to play. Argentina have to throw the kitchen sink at this. Otherwise, they're going out of this tournament in convincing style. A loss here for Argentina would mean a bronze medal match in the 2014 World Cup against the surprise package of the tournament, the United States of America. USA losing to Australia. Finished 2-2 after full time, but then going to a shootout, a second dramatic shootout of the day, actually. England just beating Belgium in the first game of the day. Final score there was 1-1, and England just holding their nerve to take a very disappointing 11th in the women's half of the draw. Up the other end, I'll focus on this semi-final between the Netherlands and Argentina.
That's unlucky for Argentina. It was a hopeful ball over the top, out the back for the Netherlands, and Habib stepped in to try and intercept.
Well, it was the Netherlands that won the battle in London 2012 at that Olympic final. The Netherlands beating Argentina by 2-0. Dirk van den Heuvel gives chase and can't quite keep it in. And we cast our mind back 4 years ago as well to the World Cup in Rosario in Argentina. The home side winning by 3-1. Well, we're going to see a reverse of that score here in the semi-final in 2014. Day 11 of the tournament. And the men's semi-finals to look forward to tomorrow. Australia versus Argentina, and the Netherlands versus England.
And what we haven't seen from Argentina is the wholesale dominance physically on a pitch. When they're on fire, when turnover happens, they all go together. Sorry, just pausing as we thought Argentina would get in.
Yeah,
they're not,
trying.
It's ones and twos.
Yeah, it's so scrappy. Carla Rebecca unable to find a way through. Takes a place in the circle now as Barrinuevo picks up the charge. Here is a chance. It's going to be taken away from Juarez.
Great run from Jonker. Great run across the top of the defensive line to just anticipate where the ball was going to end up.
Well, is this potentially the last time we'll see Luciana Aymar on the world stage? Incredible player, still going strong. Just suffering from that hamstring injury. We haven't seen too much of her today. Dirk van den Heuvel, we've seen plenty of her. This is Velton with the ball forward into the D for Hague. Mistrap.
And full credit to Aymar. She keeps coming out because obviously she is carrying that injury, but she keeps going back in again. Here's that corner out to left post, flicked across, but well read by Suchi. Big left glove, pretty controlled to deflect it away.
And there is Marcia Pullman that took the drag flick from the head of the D in that last shot. Velton with the follow-up shot that went wide.
And going back to Aymar on the bench, Mike, what I want to say was that it would be very easy for a player to kind of go, you know what, I'm done. They give the game up, just literally sit down and go, I'm playing no further part. But all through this half, we've seen her step out and come back in, trying so hard to influence the players around her, get the outcome. Still out there fighting right now, giving everything she's got.
Yeah, closest to us here for Argentina on the right-hand flank. Now deciding to press, putting a bit of pressure. This is what Argentina need to do in these final 10 minutes. Looking more and more unlikely that they're going to get the 3 goals that they need to take this game to a shootout. Our only other result of the day in the men's half of the draw, a convincing 6-2 victory for South Africa against Malaysia. So Malaysia finishing bottom of the pile in 12th in the men's half of the draw, and South Africa, they finish 11th, 1 place higher than their world ranking. Almost Rebecca getting in front of that pass. Schumacher now has a bit more space as a consequence. Durst van den Heuvel too far ahead of Jonker. Two of them still side by side, trying to get this ball back. Argentina just running out of ideas here. De Goede, Van Geffen. Ahead of her is Zandervaart, and there's Drost, but strong step from Delia. Got a Bodiana stick in front of the young Dutch attacker there. Route one ball finds its way through. Marino gives chase. Can she keep it in? No, she can't.
That's better understanding coming out of the back, though, for Argentina. Small interchange play down the left-hand side. And okay, while the ball was a little bit hopeful in its execution, an open-handed slap that was a bit bobbly. Marino was in the right place, leading from centre to wide to pick it up.
Any fire left in the belly of Argentina. That ball comes up off Boss. Now Luchetti takes the quick free hit. Now none of the players were five there, so the umpire wants it stopped and then retaken. Here is Boss again in the heart of the Dutch defence. Another clean sheet for the Netherlands as the things stand. Very impressive. They've just conceded one goal in this tournament.
Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I don't know off the top of my head, obviously, what global world stats we have, but that is just incredible. 6 games, 1 goal.
Penalty corner. Well, here a chance to make it 2 in the tournament. Be the first of the night for Argentina. A goal would certainly give them some confidence.
And whilst the end result was the ball back into Pauwman's foot of Cavadero, it had started way back. Pauwman's so cross with herself. She gave away the ball. She was the one who was put under pressure. It was stolen from her.
But the Argentina fans still enjoying themselves. There's a sprinkling of them in this predominantly orange crowd. Now a chance, though, to convert. Barrinuevo there, furthest away from a senior pitcher. She'll take the low flick this time, can't get past Sombrook. Onto the reverse stick for the follow-up shot, and that has come up off the face, I think, of Marcia Pauwman, wearing that one in the head, but is all smiles as she gets up and rubs it off. Tough monkey.
Very much so. First save from Sombrook was a good one, relatively straightforward, right foot kick. It's come out and it's a hit on the backhand, going away from goal, but yeah, does that come off Pauwman's stick? It certainly knocked it up in the air.
Yeah, I think it might have hit her on the arm here. It's certainly not the face guard. Oh, it's the stick.
End of stick, absolutely. She jab tackled it in mid-air. Doesn't know where anything is, other than it's not hit her. I suppose mentally where you kind of check out everything and go, am I okay? Am I still alive?
One of my shot de jours there, I think, that one. Netherlands 3, Argentina 0. Netherlands with 58% of the possession in the game. And all 3 goals going their way as they look to try and make it 4 now before time runs out here in this semi-final. And, well, it was Rossi, Mariana Rossi, with the cover tackle. And with 5 minutes left on the board, it looks as though it's the Netherlands that are going to be joining Australia in the women's final on Saturday afternoon. It's a 3:15 local time pushback here in The Hague. We've obviously got the bronze medal match ahead of that, featuring the USA and what looks like it'll be Argentina. Ball forward to Drost. She's had a good day out at the office. Good turn of pace again from her and getting the better of a defender. There's Zandervaart as well, who's caused a nuisance of herself. Could have had a couple more, actually. Got the opening goal on 10 minutes and had another couple of chances. Could easily have had a hat-trick tonight.
Yeah, that first 15 minutes she was on fire, and then the first 10 minutes of the second half did some exceptional things, particularly down that right-hand side. But it's just faded away a little bit, and the number of times she's been mentioned has fallen as it's more Rose Drost who's taken on opportunities up front. But more than that, the Dutch just haven't worked the ball towards the edge of that Argentinian circle quite as often.
Great vision. Van den Heuvel. Oh, Lammers. Van den Heuvel again, long corner. Lammers and Durst van den Heuvel trying to link up there and find a way back past Belensucci. There'll be another long corner. Still grinding away here. Into the circle again, another long corner. Lammers this time hands over the duties to Eva de Ruda. There is Suchi behind the face mask. Missed out at the London 2012 Olympics, went off to have a baby and is now back in goal for Argentina, the #1 picking for Carlos Ortegui. Nothing she could do about the 3 goals today. Kim Lammers, Martje Pauwman and Sander Vaart, the goal scorers for the Netherlands. Final 3 minutes now as Luchetti comes down the left-hand flank. There's Aymar, first touch. Can't quite get to it, but still had enough pace to get to the ball first. Here is Luchetti. Into the circle. Martje Pauwman was the last Dutch player between her and the shot. Schoenacker, Van Ass. Now Hague.
Great touch. Little dink inside to allow her to drive straight to the circle, square the hips up.
And a shot for Lammers. Suchi comes out. Lammers again with the follow-up into the sideboard. Good vision from Hague to play in Lammers. Velton was on the far post too.
As soon as Hague picked that up, she drove, squared hips up right to the goal mouth, tried to play it into the far post. Lammers got a snapshot that Suchi got onto, but probably should have pulled it under her arm.
Thumbs up for the ball through from Ellen Hague.
Nothing. All okay.
Aerial ball from the back. Final minutes of this second semi-final. Not as close as you might have thought coming into it on paper. Argentina, remember, the defending champions from 2010. The best they'll be able to do this year in 2014 is a bronze medal. Clash of the Pan America teams, actually, the United States alongside Argentina in that semi-final, and now Velton breaks free down the midfield. Look at that, stretching her legs. Ellen Hague now will take it on the reverse stick. The shot comes in, the deflection.
Oh,
that's the goal.
Finish.
What a finish, the icing on the cake from Kim Lammers. A great team goal, and the Netherlands are going to take a convincing victory here in the semi-final. The score now, Netherlands 4, Argentina 0.
Understanding, interchange, drop under the arm pass, eyes up, knew where the support was, backhand across the goal. Lammers leads across the goalkeeper for the final touch in front of Suchi. There's the little touch that changes the angle. Suchi should probably have gone out slightly earlier with that big left foot.
But it all came from Velton's run originally, then Hague with the cross, and Lammers with the final touch on 70 minutes. So that looks like it'll be the last play of the day. And what an important touch it was too. 2 goals on the evening for Kim Lammers. Disappointment on the face there of Luciana Aymar. Argentina, the defending champions, are out. The Netherlands through to the final against Australia. So the Netherlands scoring 4 goals on the night. 2 there for Kim Lammers, Martje Pauwman, the captain, and Sander Vaart all on the score sheet. Another clean sheet for Joyce Sombroek. Another win for Max Caldas. That's 6 from 6 now in the 2014 World Cup. Another enjoyable evening. Disappointment for Argentina. The defending champions will play for bronze on Saturday afternoon against the United States of America. That game pushes back at 1 o'clock local time here in The Hague. Saturday the 14th of June, the USA versus Argentina. Don't miss that one, and don't miss the women's final. It'll be Australia versus the Netherlands in the final. The Netherlands, a convincing victory against Argentina here this evening in the women's second semi-final. There's the final score, Netherlands 4, Argentina 0. There's the reaction in the bunker. Disappointment for Aymar. Wanting to go out in a blaze of glory. Not at full fitness. There's the contrasting mood in the Dutch camp. A convincing win, Simon.
confident, comfortable in the end. They started so well, the Netherlands. They chased every ball. That extra metre of pace, both physically and mentally, how quickly they thought to create their little interchanges, absolutely tore Argentina apart, and they had no real answer. There was no massive change of tactic from Rabobank. He wasn't able to address that power and pace. So the Netherlands, a walk-away victory in the end.
And safely through to the final. Palman will be there, as will the rest of the squad, on Saturday afternoon for the concluding day of this Women's World Cup. The men's semi-finals, they take place tomorrow. Australia versus Argentina. And the Netherlands men will face England in the second semi of the day. Let's get some pitch-side reaction. Xander Vaard's down there with Charlie Broom.
Son, congratulations. Try and put it into words.
I can't. It's amazing. The atmosphere is great, and yeah, it just worked. Out.
You're fairly new to the Dutch setup. How are you finding playing here in The Hague?
What?
How are you enjoying playing in front of all these people at The Hague?
Yeah, it's amazing. There are so many people. Yeah. I never done that.
And the game today, the first 20 minutes was key. You were very good in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, we dominated the play, I think, and yeah, the goals just after each other, and that was great. And after the 20 minutes, we just, yeah, I don't know what happened, but we just took it a little slower, and yeah, I think that has to be better in the final, but yeah, after all, it's great.
And you have Australia next. They gave you a very difficult game in the group.
Yeah, that's right. I think we're gonna analyze the game that we played very good, and I think we're ready.
So many congratulations, well played.
Yeah, thank you.
Young Xander Vaard there, just 18 years of age, scoring the first goal for the Netherlands this evening on 10 minutes. Marcia Palman adding a second on 16. Then Kim Lammers added her first at the end of the first half on 22 minutes, and right there at the death on 70 minutes as well. So 4 goals on the night for the Netherlands. Disappointment for Argentina. Let's hear from their captain, Luciana Eymar.
Luciana, a difficult game for you. It was the start, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really tough. They played really well today. We don't play well, but it's like this. It was nice to play here in this stadium with these amazing people. Today was all Holland, and now we have to think about to play the next game.
You've missed the last couple of games. How is your leg? It's heavily bandaged.
Today it's okay, but I have an injury here, so I have to think. I have only 1 match more, but I couldn't play too much. For me, it was too difficult because I training a lot to be here to play the World Cup. But it's a game. It's a sport, you know.
Luciana, thank you very much. I know it's difficult after a game like that.
Thanks very much to the Argentina captain. Argentina losing by 4 goals to 0 here on the night, and will now play for a bronze medal against the United States of America. 1 o'clock local time pushback for that game. The final will be contested between Australia and the Netherlands. Huge sigh of relief there for Max Caldas. He's made it through to yet another final, and we look forward to your company then. From Simon Mason and myself, Michael Absalom, good night.